Well, I didn't know that's not going to happen. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Repster, where movies and entertainment and our reputation. So Armageddon was released in 1998, was directed by Michael Bay, and stars Bruce Willis, and it follows a group of misfit deep core drillers who are recruited by NASA after discovering an asteroid the size of Texas that will hit Earth and end all life as we know it. First of all, let me just say, the impact of this movie for me was great. I actually enjoyed this film. I mean, yeah, it can get a little rough around the edges, but that's just the way Bay does. That's just the way Michael Bay directs his films. It's his own style. So with that being said, let's get into the positives of Armageddon. The story. I like the idea that this asteroid will possibly come and just destroy everything. I mean, you think about it, a lot of things actually does happen up there in space. God knows if anything like that will happen, and it'd be like just like the dinosaurs all over again. If you know your history, if you believe in that, millions of years ago, that's exactly how the dinosaurs ended. So yeah, you just think about that, and that's what this movie kind of dealt with. I mean, it opens up with this nice little monologue on how, okay, this is how the dinosaurs ended, and it showed that asteroid just destroy everything. And then it skips like 65 million years later. And then we find out it's going to happen again. Only this time NASA knows about it. We're more advanced, technically advanced, of course, compared to 65 million years ago. So we all know about this second asteroid hitting us. So NASA goes on a mission to try to find certain people to help out to try to destroy that thing before it hit us. So that's where Bruce Willis and his team comes in. Just these, drill bitters, these oil riggers, I guess you could say, that just makes a living digging holes, drilling holes into the earth, trying to find oil. And that's who they basically find to try to go up there to this asteroid and drill a hole in it and try to destroy it before it destroys us. And I thought that was pretty riveting. It was pretty interesting, pretty tense, powerful. This is one of those Michael Bay films that you'd expect. And the characters was great. You got Bruce Willis, Owen Wilson, Ben Affleck, the late Michael Clark Duncan. All did great. I mean, there wasn't a single beat they missed for me. They gave it their all, especially Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. They held nothing back. And as I said before, this is one of those typical Michael Bay films. The effects was just amazing. The slow panel visions, the slow motion captures, then the big explosion scenes. You watch a Michael Bay film, you know you're watching a Michael Bay film, because that's just his style. Everything is just slow motion, and it captures every bit of it. And that's what makes his style of directing unique. And that's what appeals to me. I know a lot of people are saying, well, it just gets too boring, this and that. Yeah, in his later films, yeah, it kind of does. I'm not saying that every single one of his films are a hit. Some of them are a hit and some of them are a miss. But in this film, I think he captured it really good. I think he did a really good job, and I like the way Michael Bay does his films. I'm just going to be honest. I like the way he does his films. Yes, it can get over the top, but I like the way his directing style is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I like the way the man directs. Sue me. But yeah, the slow motion captures, the wide angle shots, the way he would pan over and just go over something in just an intense feel, and it's just remarkable to me. No other way I can put it. Everything Bay does is large scale, on a high octane level, and Trevor Rabin's score really set the right mood when it came to that. I mean, the score was powerful on an emotional level. It kind of did make me tear up in some of the scenes that it was showing some of the characters in distress, and the score really helped with that. And Trevor Rabin, he did a really good job on that. Let's move into the mixed. The tone and pace did get a little slow for me during the second act. I'd say probably like during the middle of the second act. I think the problem with that is every single one of Michael Bay's films is really long. This clocks in at 2 hours and 30 minutes. And this isn't a put down on him. This isn't a put down at all on Bay. But I don't think he knows how to make a short film. Every single one of his movies, except for, of course, the first Bad Boys, which was his baby, and the recently released Netflix film, 6 Underground, which clocked in at like under 2 hours and like just a little over 2 hours. But every single one of his films are always like 2 hours and 30 minutes to 2 hours and 45 minutes. Pearl Harbor was like 3 hours long. I don't think the man knows how to make a short film. Again, that's not a put down on him. But because of that, I think in this film, in Armageddon, it kind of did slow down a little bit for me. But I digress. I mean, the tone and pace really paced up once that was over with. But still, I can't ignore it. Plus the jokes. I think he kind of tries a little bit too hard on that. Especially when it came to the Transformers films. Oh, Lord. Some of those were just kind of, I'm just going to say it, were terrible. But in this film, the jokes, some of them landed, some of them didn't. I did giggle a little bit, but some of them was a little cheesy. Again, I just think he tries a little bit too hard. I don't think he needs to do that. But again, that goes with his style. Every director's out there has their own style, and that's apparently his. But I just think he tries too hard with the jokes, and I just didn't really find all of them funny. Just think he could kind of tone it down just a little bit. Not that I'm saying they were dirty or anything, I just didn't find it funny. Just found it silly in a non-funny way, if that makes sense. And let's move on to the negative. I only have two. As much as I praise the action sequences, and as much as I love the special effects, some of the scenes in there where they were on the asteroid and they were getting attacked by these little rocks and all this crap that was going around and just slamming into them, there was a lot of shaky camera in that. And I don't know if you could have done it any other way, especially dealing with something that catastrophic. But some of it I kind of had to squint because I couldn't really tell what was going on. And Liv Tyler, I never really cared for her. I mean, not too much of a put down on her. It's just I never really cared for her acting. She just seemed really bland. Even when she was in The Incredible Hulk and The Strangers, I didn't even like her in those. Her acting, it just doesn't seem all that. There's no substance there. I never really thought of her as a good actress. Just not much there. If you're a fan of high-octane explosions and Michael Bay, look no further. Enjoy this sweet delight. So, Armageddon, have you seen it? You must have. What did you think of it? Do you like Bay's style? Do you like the way he directs? Do you like the action sequences and all things that he does that is high octane? Or do you think it's just bland? Do you think it's boring? Leave me a comment down below and give me your thoughts. Stay tuned for more videos and reviews coming soon. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and comment if you hadn't already. And I'm happy to say, before I end this review, my theater is finally opening soon. Now that could change, but I did see on my app the other day, on my Cinemark app, which is the theater I go to, that it is opening on the 9th. So soon I will be able to finally review new releases once they start getting back into production. 2, I still want to review for you guys, and I've seen a crap ton of them already. It's made me jealous all to hell, but Tenet and the New Mutants. So stay tuned for those. I hope my theater actually plays them once it gets opened. So, again, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.